This is your daily market recap for Wednesday, December 14th, 2022. Let's go.
Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well.
This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your daily market recap for Wednesday, December 14th, 2022, FOMC day. Hopefully you had an amazing day trading. If you're in the Discord room, you absolutely loved the constant updates. If you're following Twitter, you probably got a ton of value out of it. If you are new and you want to follow, please hit me up on Twitter. I want to hear people's stories. This room is meant to be private, small for people who are willing to work hard and grow as a person versus just trying to make quick money and pretend this is like some sort of Jim Cramer game. Yes, we are here to help, but you got to be willing to help yourself. And it's always one of those things where the market is difficult, but you have to learn from difficulties, right? Over life, in life, whatever you want to say, your biggest growth comes from your failures, your mistakes, and learning from that. So again, it's beginner's luck, winning when you're not really sure why. Dangerous. So let's get into today's action. We put out a video this morning, said if you went long from CPI low, which we did yesterday, and you were trading today, look for the 405 area plus to take profits before the announcement. Well, the high of the day was 405.50, pretty damn good. Took profits, and then what? Waited again. Had a small position in was it?
I didn't get that.
I knew my phone was gonna talk. Morgan Stanley, an NDAQ short. Took the cash on SPY and waited. And then put out another note. Watch what happens if you get below 400, 399 on the SPY. We think we might fill the gap from the CPI and maybe trap. Well, if you've been following for any period of time, you know we talk about the FOMC days, wide and loose, choppy, can be rather frustrating for the average bear person, bull, bear, whatever. At this point, now what? Well, you've got you have the ECB and you have the British Central Bank. Well, guess what? They have their FOMC equivalent meetings in the morning AM before our markets open. What now? Well, again, I mean, I could talk about how I feel about the Feds and what they're going to do, but we got to trade the market when they're repeating patterns. And one of the things that we've talked about is the market climbs the wall of worry, and the market will peak when everybody's bullish. And when I mean everybody bullish, everybody just gives up shorting. We're not there yet. So my inkling is that the market's going to continue to go higher. Now, is it just a retest of 410, or is it a breakout to a slightly higher high to trap even more people? I don't know. But keep in mind, the market is a liquidity-driven game. It loves playing games. It loves trapping people. And so as soon as the masses get bullish, we get nervous. And as soon as the markets get, masses get super bearish, I start thinking the opposite. And again, have we peaked? 50-50. Personally think we're not there yet. We'll see what happens. Oh, cat's puking in the background. At this point, let's just get into it. And if you have any questions, again, follow me on Twitter. Hit me up. Again, I imagine I'll probably be getting trolled somewhere by somebody at some point because someone's pissed off about things that I did or kicked them out of the room. That's fine. I have no malice towards people. If you want to be harsh, you want to get frustrated, remember, point the finger at yourself. Because when everybody gets frustrated by certain people in the room, think about it. It's like you not knowing how to have emotional intelligence and work a room or be around strangers. Not everyone has to accept you. If you want the acceptance of others, how I would look at it, you got to be thoughtful. I always try to be. So that's on Twitter. Yeah, that rant today. Again, really frustrated, disappointed for losing somebody who I thought was going to be an asset to the room. YouTube, follow us, like, subscribe. I guarantee you'll get these live notifications. You'll enjoy all of the educational content, Back to Basics series. We have how to trade the markets before the FOMC meeting. And this was the first recording was actually 12/13/2021. How ironic. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted. Let's get into it. Bitcoin. Talked about it yesterday, finally getting over its dead range, which, great. Cool. All right. All right, well, we'll see. I mean, I've said this for a while. I think you got to get over this trend line, got over to get 19, 20,000. This has just been a never-ending descending action of hitting trend lines, failing, hitting trend lines, failing. and not making new highs. Is it done? Is Bitcoin over with? I don't know. I mean, everything's a trading vehicle at this point. Even gold, even whatever you think is the most safe, Everything is trading. It's a bear market, trader's market. Now, if we go into a bull market, obviously we'll change our strategies as we always do. We adapt to what the market's doing. But at this point, Bitcoin, tough to know. If you're in at the lows, congrats. If you're still short, you are looking for extra juice. That might not be there. There might be, trying to squeeze a dry lime to put some lime juice in your beer or your margarita. Tough. Oil. Sorry, I did that reference on the monthly yesterday. You should watch the recaps. I'm telling you, get a lot of information. You're welcome. We draw out these levels. Hopefully people take notes, take pictures, whatever you need to do. Talked about oil getting up into the mid-70s, maybe even back testing this trend line. We'll look what the high of the day was. It's the trend line. That's why we draw this stuff. Is it perfect? No, but it's pretty damn good. Again, probability-based game. No one's always right. We're trying to put the highest probabilities and potentialities into what we express as our levels, trend lines. Here you go. Again, we talked about this being oversold. Then the headlines were even crazier with, now the freaking Keystone Pipeline bleeding everywhere. Russia starting to get a little antsy. We'll see. I mean, personally, I still think it gets down into the mid-low 60s at some point. But is that now? I don't know. If the market rallies for a couple days, could oil get back up into the 80s? Absolutely. Remember, the Feds, to get really hawkish, need to see oil rise. So we'll see what happens. Either the market's telling you that the inflation's coming way down and we're hitting a recession hard and oil dumps, or oil rallies and puts the Feds in the pickle. The pickle of having to raise rates beyond their 5% plus terminal rate, whatever you want to call it. Terminal velocity, right? Whatever. All right, not gas. Sorry, it's not up there. Gas. You got gas? I got gas. You got gas? Talked about it yesterday. Someone's like talking about buying it, selling it, all this. I'm like, not gas. Leave it alone. Hits a trend line and fails. Not surprised. I mean, this is the thing about oil and gas commodities, and this is why I keep saying, like, if they're not acting right and you got stopped out, leave them alone. Now, can they rally on 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, chop around? Sure. But do you really want to trade them, or do you want to trade the indexes and know what the hell is going on? Because natural gas isn't going to lead the market. Neither is oil, neither is gold, neither is most of the crap that we follow that we love long-term commodity. But no. Watch it. Absolutely watch it. Do you have to trade it? No, pivot. Move on. MoveOn.org. All right, dollar. Pat myself on the back. Nobody said the 28 level was coming but me. Said the 200-day would be a holding pattern. We might rally, fill the gap, or we might come down to the 28 level. Booyakasha, here we are. And then, well, as we talked about in the recap yesterday, if the dollar gets dumped and the bonds start rallying, Fed, the dollar and the bond market are calling BS on the Feds. Absolutely calling BS on the Feds. So, be aware. Right? Because I think a lot of people who are thinking about the market, what are they not paying attention to? I mean, they're just like looking at the headlines and not even acknowledging what's going on. And when I say not acknowledging what's going on, what does that mean? Right? Well, in my opinion, I think you got to be thoughtful. I think you got to absolutely be thoughtful about what's going on. Uh-oh. Stream getting a little funky. Something happened there. Okay. It's good, I think, now. Whoa, what happened there? Pop to add in. All right, whatever. All right. So, when the dollar is like this, as we said, if it dumps, bonds rally, recession. If the dollar rallies and holds, maybe the economy, the market like it near term. We don't know for sure, but we know level to level. Talked about it down here. We talked about this area mattering. This matters. This area matters clearly. And so whether you're bullish or bearish on the dollar, you could argue it both ways at inflection points, right? But if you're looking to be bullish, well, guess what? Damn, you're close to the lows. That would be a great opportunity to buy. And if you were bearish, you kind of need to see a break. And again, this feels tough because I don't know how much more downside there is in the dollar, but it could be dump or do. I don't know. TLT. Feds raise rates. Bond market gets bought. Well, how about them apples? Oh, but I thought this. No. No. Fed rates are different than interest rates on bonds. Remember, the Fed does not control the bond market in the sense of what they price at and how they trade at. Remember, interbank lending versus mortgage rates or whatever, treasury rates. Mortgage rates are based off the treasury rates. Long story short, doesn't look Like anything. You're right, literally right in between the highs and the lows in this tight upper range. Right? Okay. Chop it. You don't know. Oh, but Dan, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Is there a mic check? Are we good? I can't. Something happened with my computer, and then I hit the wrong button. Something popped in. Are we good? I just want to double check. I know the recording is good. Is the streaming good? I apologize to ask midstream, but I just want to double check. Are we all good? Can I get one yes? Take the time. Just hit the Y button. I don't care. I'm going to keep talking. Okay, cool. Midstream. Appreciate it. Yeah, something happened there. That was weird. Cat puked, and then my computer went nuts. All right. Maybe someone's trying to hack it. Whatever. TLT, at this point, we said maybe it could get up to the range highs. Now, Sabaline, if you're listening, congrats on your short. You took profits down here. You waited. You shorted it. Traded it. Cool. At this point now, I think you got to be a little careful. Because remember, rates could go lower, TLT higher, if what? The recession's going to grow and the market's about to dump. But will the market like lower rates near term? This is where I struggle because, as someone who's lived through 2008 and crushed it, yeah, market makers trying to hack us. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen rates go down, the market go up. Rates go up, market go down. So at this point, is the market going to like that the Fed is pivoting here with a strong jobs market? Like, that's the thing. Like, that is the biggest thing here, right? And that's what we want to see is, honestly, I want to see them pump. Everything's going to be great because that's the reality. It's probably not going to be. The bottlenecks, inflation, all this stuff is anchoring in. We're about to see stagflation. But the market's going to probably like lower rates. It's kind of like the housing market. Every real estate gets excited. Every mortgage broker goes, hey, you see rates are going down. Hey, everything's going to get better. Okay, well, we'll see. The VIX. Wow, today's action, you would think the VIX was just screaming higher. Wrong. OPEX, VIX domination. Feels like I'm coming. Yeah, Siri. Does that make sense? Maybe we're doing the Arnold reference from his movie, Pumping Iron or whatever that was. No, this is where, again, I think the market probably has to rally. We've talked about the choppy volatility at bottoms in the VIX. Choppy volatility in the bottoms at VIX, in the VIX, right? Choppy volatility in the VIX. I'm saying this again, saying it again, right? So, at this point, let's just, it seems likely the 20's coming. So, that's what I'm waiting for. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Again, that's why I think the market will rally. The VIX come down. Maybe bonds stabilize. Maybe the dollar stabilizes. Whatever. That acts well for what the market, whatever the hell the market wants. We'll see what happens. Could today be the bottom? That always has to be in the back of your mind. Because what have we said? The Thursday post FOMC can always be the continuation day or the real day. That has to be on your mind slightly. And I'll show you. I forgot to show this on the, we'll go to the SPY. Not forgot. Let's just go let's go to the videotape. Posted this earlier. Does anyone remember December of 2021? I do. This is where the freaking PAAS is your friend, y'all. Look what happened here, right? Here's the Fed day. 14th and 15th. Here you go. Pops, then flops 3 days. Then rallies into the January effect. Christmas Valley. Here comes Santa Claus. So the point is, do we get a dip and then rip? Or do we just rip? Remember, this is where it's hard to be bearish right now. There's seasonality factors that unless somebody drops bombs, China gets, anxious and starts making moves, the market's going to want to drift higher. The seasonality. Go check the Stock Traders Almanacs. Thank you, Lupus, for posting that today. Yes. Again, what have we said? Trends are meant to be violated before rotating. Remember down here? Oh, it's going to hold. Oh, crap, end of the world. Now, right back. Well, here we go. Is it over? Is it over? Is it ever over? Again, this is the thing about the seasonality. I'm telling you, if you were a bear, you want everybody to be bullish. You want to set the final trap, pump, then a failure. And where is that high? Again, I've said 410, maybe 415. Could it be 420? I don't know, man. I don't know. Because you have to be thoughtful of the market climbs the wall of the worry. And there's too many worries. It just keeps climbing. So we'll see. This looks distributory, but sometimes you get these blow-offs that go just a little higher and then distribute, right? Or you go a little lower and then you capitulate. So probabilities, as we've said, of the top, of this being the exact top, probably 50-50. That's how I look at it. Do we get some sort of retest of some sort? Probably, based on seasonality. Now, could it be a dump down to, and I've said this today, could it be a dump down to 380 and then a rally back? Yeah, maybe if the ECB says something or something goes on that you can't control. Yes, absolutely. But if none of that crap happens, what now? Right? What now? Then you have to anticipate we need to see all the bears, the put-call ratio get smashed. You need to see people capitulate on their bearish thesis and go, well, I guess it's a bull market. I got to buy. Market makers then say, gotcha, bitch. Think of like, Dave Chappelle. Gotcha, bitch. Like that's what the market maker loves to do. Hopefully these references make sense. It's not that old. Am I that old now? I guess so. Dave Chappelle. Show. All right. Qs held the chop bottom, held the choppy area. Now what? Hits the 100-day, backs off. Yeah, your guess is good as mine at this point. You're chopping between. I held the 20-day. Doesn't look that bad. IWM. Now again, there's no really reason to really watch it other than yes, we should lag. Remember we talked about lagging constantly. IWM peaks first, bottoms first. Remember bottom first in October. Here you go. Or retest didn't make new lows in October, November area. Now what? Struggling to make, not close to the highs. Think about it. The SPY high was 410. This is not even close to the freaking high in November. Okay, it's lagging. Got it. Bottom line. Good to go. Holds the 50-day, rallies back. Expect it to chop around. This is what I'm telling you guys. And I'm going to say it over and over. Someone in the Discord room asked me this again. I'm going to know very clearly you didn't watch any of the recaps. You need to watch the SPY to know what's going to happen. SPX, whatever you want. To give you and garner the next idea for the direction. Because the IWM is lagging. It's going to give you mixed signals, right? The Qs, crap, mixed signals. SPY. All right? Clear as freaking day. Not as mud. Gold. People asking about it. Oh, what do you think? We bought it down here near the last, literally at the last Fed meeting, and sold most of it, sold all of it. People asking about it. What's gold going to do next? All right, I've been trading this for 20 years, and I'm telling you right effing now, shut the fuck up. Stop asking. Seriously. If it pulls back, we'll buy it. Are you going to buy it right now? Do you want to buy gold? And again, apologize for cursing, but it's like, holy crap. You can't, you have found reasons to hold gold, uranium, whatever commodity all the time and figured out that you end up losing more times than not, yet you can't leave it alone at times and wait for the opportunity to show up. Unbelievable. I got to be long 365 days out of the year if I'm going to hold a trade. And no, we took our profits. We talked about 0.786. Now it's above it. All right. Well, keep in mind, the dollar made a new low and gold didn't make a new high. Is that bullish? I don't know. Your guess is good as mine. So again, leave it alone. If you want to short it, it's like buying the dollar at the bottom. I get it. That makes sense to me. Asking about longing gold, again, imagine my hand like some sort of the Matrix, like coming through the screen, like the mirror, and just slapping you in the face. I love gold long term, but I will not buy it here. If I take my profits and this is the easy move, this is the easy move. We took most of it and then it made a new high. Okay, leave it alone. I've been trading this stuff for 20 years. You think it's going to just rip your face off every day, and that's so stupid. It's like the same people who just hold Bitcoin every day and not trade it. Every day it's about to go. It's about to go. Wrong. Silver, again, inside day. I don't know what to tell you. The easy trade is over. Does it go higher? Could it get back up into the 23s? I don't know. Miners saying probably not. Maybe. Again, do you want to chase something? This thing is up, right? Do the math. Since the low, right? Every $1.60 is 10%. You want to chase it up 25%? Be my guest. You are a clown then. Because when you chase up without pullbacks, now again, year to date, if it's up 20, it's different. Wait for a pullback. Wait for it to come to you. Where is the next pullback? Well, guess what? Well, we know the levels. 20, 19s, 17s, 17s, extreme, 16, 15. I mean, just got to let it come to you. That's what trading is. It's like waiting for pocket aces, waiting for the best probability hands to show up in your hand and then act on them. Not, oh, I've got to do something all the time and be long all the time. I have to be that. No. This isn't a bull market. Stop it. This isn't a bull market. This isn't a buy and hold. Come on, man. Get the out of here. It just infuriates me that people just don't. They focus on what they think is right, and they don't listen to these recaps, and then they ask the same stupid questions over and over. And it's like, just turn gold off your charts. Turn CF off your charts. Turn whatever is just not working off your charts. Remember EQT pissed me off? Gone. I don't look at it anymore. It hasn't gone anywhere. Great. Who gives a shit? That happens all the time. Oh, I've got to buy this. I got to buy Tesla. Okay, you buy it, makes a couple points, and crashes. All right, leave it alone. Anyway, GDXJ, again, double top, 200-day, doesn't really look that great. If the market dumps, miners will get absolutely bludgeoned. They always do. They always do. 200-day, here you go. AG, this stock is silver. Silver's ripping up. This thing is going nowhere. Anomaly, AEM. Dojies, double Doge, we'll see. Holding up, doesn't look terrible. 0.618 though is going to be a little bit of a problem. Newmont, here you go. Monthly. Oh, but miners will have to, I got to hold them if the market's about to break. No. Do you not remember 2008, 2009? Look at this. Look at it. Look at, the miners got slapped. They got beaten. Pimp slapped. Get out of here. No, they're not going to be safe if the market is going to rip down. Okay, well, what if the market holds up? Well, guess what? We'll find some other dip, but we don't have the evidence of a bull market yet. We got to trade the evidence we know, and that is what? Choppy, bear market, rallies until everybody's bullish, then it flops, and then it bottoms when everybody's bearish. It's that simple, but, oh, it's not, Dan. You got to do technical. Let me pull up my itchy cloud and my MACD and my RSI. RSI, yeah, exactly. Newmont. Jay Solstice, my man. This thing, I mean, we're talking, it's like, please, Pop, short this on the daily. Newmont, piece of crap. Piece of crap car. I've got a piece of crap car, if you know what that. All right, pass. Leave it alone. Cool, it's holding the 100-day. I don't like the deal they're doing with Humana. Could I be wrong? Maybe. Your guess as good as mine. Oh, SPY. If you bought it today, sorry, I was just thinking, like, why didn't I go deeper in it? Use today's low as your reference. We don't want to see new lows. Bottom on the 8-day. 8-day right there. Where is the 10-day? Oh, that was not it. We'll see what happens. I mean, you can see there's a little bit of support though right here. Looking for a trade. Okay, take a couple points on the SPXL. Get back in line to look for topping action. AM Dizzle. Certain chips not looking so hot. Making new lows today. Again, you're going to see conflicting evidence everywhere, but that's just the nature of choppiness, right? Makes new lows. Technically, yeah, it's junk. I've said that for a while. Taiwan Semi was up at 81.50 again. Really did not make a new low. Oh, I guess it did, but closed over it. I really want to see it in the 82s. Would love 200-day. Hold on. Why don't I have an alarm? Set the alarm. All right. NVIDIA. Remember people getting excited about shorting it up here? Came right back. Not laughing at him, like, damn, this is, like, that's hard. Now it's over the 200-day. I mean, can we get to the 180? I mean, I don't know. Remember, this thing is taking an absolute dive. 40? 348 down to $1.10 at one point. dive. Okay, well, maybe it has an oversold rally before it goes nowhere for the next 10 years. Maybe. SMH. Begging for pops to short. We've talked about it. I mean, I'd love to see 243, but I'm also watching this 236 level. Again, if we get back over 230, 231, red alert. Start watching. I mean, if you want to start shorting, you have your stops. Pay attention to the market. Ask me what's going on. Don't be scared. All right. Let me take a sip of water here. Insert an ad. Told I have to do that. Adobe. Here you go. Talked about it. Getting up the channel. Chopping. Doesn't look that bad. Held the 20-day. Apple. The fruit. This thing looks like dirt, man. Holding our little trend line. If you drew it and you've been paying attention, redrew this one yesterday. I was like, this is more like what it is. Stuck in the middle. Stuck in the middle with you. I mean, it kind of looks like what last year, right? Just chopping. Stuck in the middle with you. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Good luck. Amazon. I think Sunrise Trader got stopped out of this today. I don't know why anybody would have gone long before this, unless you, again, take profits on the CPI day and then just wait it. If you held through this, and here it goes, fills the gap. Cool trade. Again, this is like I said, the second mouse gets the cheese, first gets the trap. Potentially. Not always, right? But, it's like, do you want to open poker hand, lead out with 2-7 offsuit, or do you want to wait for pocket kings, aces, queens, jacks, tens, ace, jack suited? That's that simple. At this point, higher lows, lower highs, tough. Tech. Again, it's like, oh, you want to ask me? I don't fucking know. You gotta, you're going to get to a point when you get really good at trading. This is why I always laugh at Jim Cramer sitting around trying to tell people to do. There's 99% of the trades you don't know. Find the ones that look like the best and are acting what you think is going to happen, and just stay to those. And when they're wrong, move it right along. Treat it like an employee that's just, all right, you're fired. You're acting like crap, you're fired. Yeah, exactly, Kat. If you're not working, you're not performing, you're fired. CRM, chopping. No, you can't get in my lap right now. Just leave it alone. I said you could get up here, maybe. This all coalesce at 142s. If not, just looks like dead money. Googies. Chopping, I don't know. Yeah, clowns to the left, Joker to the right, stuck in the middle with, that's right. Thank you, Shannon. Some days I feel like that. And not necessarily the people in the Discord room, but some folks that are just clowns, jokers, just like unrelenting. Like, help me. And I'm like, no. Leaving Google alone. MicroStrategy, chopping. It's probably going to fill the gap. It's just a matter of when, right? Microsoft really want to get a short on this. Did not hit 263. So I did not touch it. Again, it's also the FOMC day. I still think it could maybe rally. See my upside target zone? Maybe that trend line, 268. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. NDAQ. Vindicated. Yeah, we talked about how this is going to be crap, and it just rallied against us. I think this stock, though, you got to watch the 20-day. If the market holds up, we'll see what happens. I've got a small short in this, and I'm like itching, as I said. Not like jock itch, not like athlete's foot, not like any other eczema or any of that kind of stuff. Bug bite. I want to short this thing on any pop. Remember, NDAQ, if the bear market in tech just continues for decades, this company is going to have to price in the indexes not getting the volume that they had for the last 12 essentially years. And it can go way downtown. I don't think people realize this thing could absolutely get bludgeoned back down into the teens, maybe 20 range. Ooh, that would be exciting. Look at their dividend. Ooh, 0.2%. Why is their dividend getting smaller? Interesting. Did I say Meta? I meant Micro. Hold on. Time out. Interruption. I thought this was Meta. My bad. Or a MicroStrategy. No. Apologize. Long day. Man, I've been dealing with clowns and jokers and the market makers all day. What are you doing? Damn. 128. Sorry. This is the level. Kanayaran, whatever. I know you were talking about this. I agree. Waiting for the 128. Sorry. Back to MicroStrategy. Apologize. Man. Brain dead. Did a lot of updates today. Did a lot of work today to help people stay on top of it. Hopefully it was lucrative. Hope people appreciate it. 50-day. Yeah. This thing is fugly. Fills the gap. Retest. I don't know. We'll see. Netflix missed this trade. Talk about missing a trade, not watching. Yeah, I said it has to hit the trend line or I'm gone. Well, Wells Fargo upgrades the damn stock. Clearly they're watching and following our post. Assholes. Gets up to our target range. Leave it alone. See how you just pivot, move on. If it's not at your price, you just leave it alone. Because it gets up there. I want to buy it, right? I'm waiting on a pullback. What if I watched it the last 4 days? Whoa, waste of time. Because it's not at a discount. If I want to go long something, I don't chase and pile in at highs. That's just clown talk. Wearing clown shoes. Side, if you're listening, you know. Sideshow, good friend of ours. Nickname is Sideshow Bob. Clown. He's not, but his MO or his whatever his nickname. This is interesting. Roblox. We talked about this candle. Like, I mean, it looks like I'm about to start playing Galaga. Pew 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 pew. I don't know. Pew 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 pew. Is it going higher or is it just that the top? I like this stock if the market's gonna rally. Because I'm telling you, it feels like someone's accumulated, knows this is going to get bought out at some point. Because every kid is addicted to Roblox between the ages of whatever 4 and 40. I feel like we have like a lot of men child these days. They'll probably be playing Roblox the rest of their life. Microsoft's going to want a piece of that action. Apple, somebody. Tesla. Sweet baby Jesus. Did you buy this today? I don't know. I'm seeing people calling a bottom. I mean, rubber band man getting tired. Some people are comparing it. It's like, I don't know. Elon's pissing off a lot of people. Is that good for Tesla? Probably not. If you have to trade it, look at the bottom. Be aware. Be thoughtful. Be conscious. Take it slow. Letter X. What did we say? Leave it alone. Oh, no. I'm looking for a dip. I'm like, dude, this thing's been on fire. Commodities probably going to pull back, chop. All right. The easy money's done. It's like gold. Like, all right, well, now you get your pullback on X. Do you want to buy it? Probably not. Again, I want to watch the SPY. I mean, this stuff can get pretty volatile. I mean, if you're not short at the highs, do you really want to buy the dip at 25, 24? Upside 27? No. Moving right along. Nucor. Chopping around today. Saw it up near 150. I was thinking to myself, man, this thing is just stuck. Stuck in the middle with you. Yeah, it's between the swing zones. Moving right along, VALE got beaten. No, not beaten, but gap down a couple days ago, Monday, chopping. I mean, all these stocks, I like long-term, but I'm not going to short them, and I have no desire to buy them. Moving right along. See how simple that is? Hey, damn, that's so easy. Like, it just flows right outside of your mind. Arrow, gapped up. I can't remember why. Okay, cool, great, awesome. If you bought it down here on the 50-day and we talked about it like chopping, cool. Now, it's just not even in my brain. CCJ, not even in my brain. Long, short, whatever. Leave it alone. Dead money caught between the middle again. CF, let's talk about it for like 30 seconds. We liked it as a chop. We said once it broke the 50-day, 20, this range right here, the 100, it's gone. Just keeps going lower. People are asking like, should I buy it? Should I buy it? I gave up on it because what has been the key factor? I mean, it should be obvious. The 100-day, if it goes below, it should be temporary. 100-day, game over. Okay, now what? Said it needs to hold the 200-day in this area. Okay. Today's action doesn't really look that good. Now, do you want to buy it? Nope. Moving right along. Don't give a shit. I'm just going to let it play out. We watch it, but I'm not going to be sitting here watching all day for entries. No, I need to watch the SPY, right? Remember, IW lagging, material start. Certain things might rotate near term. It might be remember, traps. Trap. CF, Mosaic, all look the same. NTR, here you go. Maybe it comes back down to low 40s. NTI. Let me talk like Boston. You from Boston? Not from New Jersey. From Jersey, fool. Here you go. I mean, it looks. We said 20-day has to hold over at 50-day has been resistance. Dead money. See how you can just start moving things off your list? Dead money. AA. We talked about what? Riding it up in the 50 level. You took profit. And if you got stopped out, you got stopped out. I gave up on it. Remember, I told y'all. I mean, I didn't trust the market. Did not trust what was going on. I got mentally like, I'm not sure what the hell's going on. Took all my profits. God, was that an awesome thing to do. I stopped trading things that weren't working. I said, you know what? Something doesn't seem right. I'm just moving on. Gold, whatever stock that you've been stuck with, and it just let it go. I said, watch the 43, 44 level. Got down there yesterday. Nice rally back to 48. Hopefully you took your profit. I mean, again, I like this stock a long term, but if the SPY needs to rally a little higher and then the market pulls back, do I really want to take the juice on it? I'd rather just watch the SPY and trade it intently to know what's going to happen versus AA is not telling me what's going to happen, right? XBI. I mean, people are talking about it. I'm like, here's another one. Just leave it. Oh, sorry. Leave it alone. Sorry, Lab D got screwed up. It's in between, stuck in the middle, between the chop range. What do you want to do? Nothing. Now, here we go. XLF. I like financials to short. We've talked about broadening pattern. You hit it up top, hit your upside target, hits the 20-day. If you took some shorts on it, congrats. Did not. Actually took profits on Morgan Stanley on the drop near 90 at the close. If the market's going to hold and fold, well, keep in mind, like, is this actually telling you XLF today is dead? No. Now, you could argue head and shoulders pattern. Sometimes it's complex where you get multiple shoulders, like a camel. You got two shoulders. At this point, I like these to short on pops. I'd really like the 20-day 35s. Does that make sense? Morgan Stanley talked about that gap up yesterday, and that wick was just, drops. What does it do? Gets down to like the 20-day, said, all right, I'm done. 2 days down. The market's going to rally. Now, again, it looks like it's going to get left, like it's going to go lower. But if the market holds up, bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Absolutely bring it. Let it come in and then short it. Okay? JP Morgan, same thing, 135s. Got up there today, was watching it, and was like, meh. Tightening action. Again, if the market's going to rally and you want to see, you want to see, if you're a bear, you absolutely want to see the blow off top. And again, was it the CPI? Potentially, but you want to see the market climb the wall of worry and peak when everybody's bullish. Can you honestly say, leave a comment below, that everybody's bullish right now? I feel like everyone's confused and scared. Everyone's saying this, saying that. Some really smart people I respect. Very smart people I respect, not knowing what the hell is going on. And again, it's like, that's usually not bearish. All right. So we did financials, we did materials, XBI, solar. Another one itching for tan. Cool. All right, come on. Get a little higher, 84, 85. ENPH keeps hitting that 330 level, made a slightly... No, didn't retest the high. You could have shorted that. Again, do we get to another fib extension? I don't know. I need this. That's why I'm watching the SPY, because if I think the SPY is freaking toast, then I can just jump all over these. And if I miss it, it happens. Sedge said, whoa, they got a buddy pass upgrade today. Well, look where it's getting into. Old resistance. Old gapper filler. 350. Yeah, you bet your donkey. First solar. Really wanted to short today, but look what it did. Rally back. 20-day, hit it. Exactly. Could you have shorted it? Technically, I guess you could have. But if the market ain't done rising, do I want to start shorting? I just don't. Again, I've been doing this way too long. In every iteration of learning and studying the past, I'd rather be patient and not shorting the first drop. Because remember, if this rallies to a lower high, this stock will get probably pummeled because people go, oh, crap, the bull market on this is over. I got to get the out. Well, every dip is rewarded buyers, right? So that's the problem here. When that cycle ends, well, then you need to know what the SPY is doing, right? Right? Yes, thank you. You're welcome. All right, let's end it on oil. Here you go. Rally it up. Talked about it. Probably gets up to the 20-day into the zone in blue. Ding, ding, ding. Got it. Nat gas. I think someone shorted this yesterday. Badass. We talked about it getting up into the 20s. Could be a failure. Remember, this is old resistance. Oh, thank you for the... Hey, you know what? Be honest, full disclosure, that is the first Banff guy. That is the first donation I've received all day, considering all of the work we've done. Hopefully people profited. Again, I don't expect it, but if you think there's value here and you're getting extreme amounts of value, I freaking appreciate it. Because it's like, all right, I'll do this for that. Again, you can't buy me off, but again, I appreciate it. It's like, all right, somebody's getting this. Because that means, all right, if I see people are donating money, then man, they hopefully are making money because I'm making money. You should be too. Even in these hard times, I'm telling you, I got you, dog. Now, again, I'm not always going to be right, but I'm telling you, 1,000%, I've seen everything that you're ever going to witness in the market. And honestly, your tuition bill, I'm hoping, is significantly less than my 7-figure tuition bill. Ups and downs, the quality of life, absolute. Like, hopefully you'll never have to go through the struggles I had to with trading. That is my goal. That's why I give this away. Because I don't want to see people ever go through the emotional turmoil that I had to. That shit, life-changing, but in a good way. But hopefully you don't need to do it, because someone's willing to be honest. You know, when the student's ready, the teacher appears. Sorry. Back to that gas. Hey, whoever shorted this, high five. High five. Now, again, this is natural gas. I mean, even EQT trader, you know, prop desk is losing their ass on this. So be careful. Remember the Freeport LNG, I guess it's Freeport LNG port reopening end of the year. Got that headline today, confirmed it. XOP, oof. Hits up here the 200-day. We like this stuff, but again, if the market pulls back or chops, how much is the upside? Maybe the 100-day. Again, reference that. I can't long it here. I just can't. We're between like major reference points. You're just catching up to the 200-day. This is the wrong side of it. Now we go, oh, look what did it ran over. Okay, that's fine. I'd rather, come on, 200-day, play catch up. Where you at? Okay. I'd rather get over it and chop than maybe. At this point, this is a tough one. I'm just moving on. I can't watch it. I can't put a lot of thought behind it because, again, I need to watch the indexes, y'all. I'm just like, if that's readily apparent, then I don't know what is. ExxonMobil pops, chops, fills the gap. Cool. Do you want to short oil and gas, or do you want to short financials or solar, or combination of solar financials? Is there a solar financial? No, I'm just kidding. Or you want to short like your laggards? You know what I mean? Again, I'm not going to short materials. I'm not going to short oil and gold for the fact that if anything pops out of Russia or China, they probably pop. But man, tech, Taiwan semi, put that on your freaking short list. Semiconductors, yes. Financials, absolutely. Crappy tech, yeah. Solar, no doubt. Absolutely. Is that clear as mud? Okay. Oxy, let's wrap this up and then we'll go live. Holding it at 200-day. Yeah. Looks like a double topper. It could be a chopper. Again, don't know. Moving right along. PXD. Got stopped out, moved on. Glad it did. It would have. If I would have held this, I'd be so mentally confused right now. I'd be like, what do I do? You're back in between areas. No, that's why stops do their job. You're out. Got out in like the low 230s, and it's like, all right. Well, then it all the way down to 212. Again, I got an alarm at 202. I'll see you later, my friend. Who knows? EQT. Seeing people on the internet getting really excited about EQT, man. And again, the people that are saying, some of the dumbest people, and like, they don't know. They don't know that EQT prop desk is losing their ass trading natural gas, trying to hedge out. They're doing a terrible job. Again, I mean, think about XOP. Nowhere close to the lows in the 120s. This stock is like, something's wrong here. All right. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for the love, the thoughts, the compliments, the feedback. Again, I like the feedback. You can be honest. But if you don't like honest responses, well, never mind. I try to be honest with you who follow. And even if you're not following, you want feedback, I don't mind. Again, learning is a process. If you are trying to learn and you absolutely have watched videos, you've done your struggles, and you need help, that's great. But if you want someone just to do the work for you, I'm telling you right now, if that is your mindset in trading, you should probably just quit. Because nobody helped Michael Jordan be great in the sense of like he had to go and practice. Tiger Woods, he did the work. Think of your favorite star athlete, Mbappe, whatever. Any of these guys, I mean, they did the work. You got to want to love to do the work. And so if you ask really generic questions where it's like, wow, if you're watching the recaps, I said it 17 times. Hey, what do you think about gold? I don't know. All right, I appreciate everybody. Let's get into the continuation of the streaming.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.